Hello there everybody, it's TechnoJoke back with another Vanilla Minecraft 1.14 survival here, and today I am out in the middle of a swamp, or the edge of a swamp, just now about to embark on a massive project. So here we have a little tower that I'm using as a marker, an outside marker for an area that I'm going to have to clear. If we come this way, running through all this undergrowth, all of this stuff is going to have to go over here. If we cut through here, yeah, we'll just start seeing it now. We have got ourselves a witch hut. Took me a while to be able to find this thing, so that outer marker there is 128 blocks in that direction. I'm going to go and go 128 blocks in that direction, 128 blocks in that direction, and then 128 blocks in that direction, and I'm going to clear out the square that this is in. So this will have nothing close by. It will have no blocks, no caves, nothing where anything else can spawn for 128 blocks around about it. And yes, I'm aware it's 128 blocks around it in a circle that I should be doing, but in all honesty, it'll probably take me longer to figure out an upside down hemisphere radius round this thing than it will do just to actually clear that area. So I've got a way of getting back and forth here. I've got my little bit here, so I will need to leave something here so I can get to and from that. But I'm going to go and start clearing this out. So I'll do a little bit of a time lapse, but I'm not going to put the whole thing in because it's going to take me utterly ridiculous length of time, but I might come back in from time to time with interesting things and little status upgrades. So I shall just get cracking, I think. Well, that's the very first bit done, so I have cut through there and cut through there in this quarter. Not for the full thing, just for this quarter. And then I need to start bringing these down. So that will get this first quarter of the area down to ground level, and then I'll do it for the other four as well, or the other three rather. Some considerable time later, and we are golden. Let's have a look at this. So we do still have our witch hut. I've kept it intact for the time being. But look at this. This has taken me countless hours to do. So everything is half slab down there. It's down. The half slabs are on top of the highest level of bedrock, and I haven't, as you can see, taken out everything that's in the walls there. There's even some diamonds over there. I can just see, just at the top right of my cursor there, I can see some diamonds that I've missed, but I have not done too badly on the amount of loot from this bit here. So we've got this little walkway over, so we can get over to where I've been stashing everything over there. I've just come back from the house where I've got myself a couple of stacks of soul sand. We're going to need that for the next bit of actually making the witch farm. And I need to grab another few bits and bobs from over here. So we should be good, I think. I should have probably picked up some spruce wood, but wood isn't too much of an issue over here. Anyway, I got some from clearing out all the trees and stuff, but I wasn't really picking up everything that was going around. I started off by picking up a lot of stuff, but really I was having to come back here and drop off stuff so often that I ended up only picking up the cool stuff like iron ore, redstone, diamonds and such like. So we have got over here, that's how much redstone I have got from clearing out this area. It's just a stupid amount, which is quite amusing, bearing in mind we're making what's essentially going to be a redstone farm. Got a good amount of iron, although 2 and a bit stacks of that are from a second beacon that I had over here. So we've got the beacon in there, but the iron has made its way into here as well once I picked everything up. Good amount of diamonds, and because we've got a mountain area here, we've got blocks of emerald as well. And what else have we got? Not very much sand at all. We've got, like I say, a little bit of wood and stuff like that. Got a good amount of flint. We've got a heap of gravel. Yeah, a heap of gravel. because there was like a gravel pit bit up here. There's still a fair amount of it here as well. So that's going to be very handy actually. We've got the desert for the sand later on, but that should be handy for lots and lots of concrete. As you might imagine, a good amount of dirt, and we've got a huge amount of stone. I've been smelting up some of it, and this lot not quite done yet. But that will be handy. So yeah, we've got a bunch of cobble, but I stopped picking that up after a little while because, well, frankly, we've got a cobble generator, so we don't need that. Decent. Hello. Oh no 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 no! Don't you start that. Yeah, you fall off the edge there. Yeah, don't want that. Yeah, good amount of andesite. A reasonable amount of granite, and well, we're never going to need that again, are we? So what I wanted to do was, let's grab that. I'm going to need a good amount of cobble. What else am I going to need? I'm going to need that wood, and I'm going to need some of that iron. That will do for the moment. Oh, I should have got wool. I didn't get wool. I'll worry about that in a moment. Let's make some slabs. That should do just now. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna make myself. Yeah, I've got one on me. Cool, that's fine. I'll take a chest over with me as well. And what else shall I take over? I need to make good amount of that, so I can make pistons. Pistons? Redstone, that's what I'm missing. Pistons. So I need to have what I need 16 for each thing, and we're going to do 3 of them, so let's just make the whole lotty. I'm going to grab some more of that, because that is only enough for 2 levels, and I need 3 levels worth, like so. Perfect. Right, let's go and start building this. I mean, I'm going to need to go and get some more stuff, but let's just start fleshing this out. So we'll start tearing this down in just a second, but yeah, this is colossal, this hole. Not too worried about lighting this area up here, because the whole point of this massive hole is, this needs to be lit up. The whole point of this massive hole is, when we're in the middle here, nothing can spawn. This is lit up, so nothing can spawn here. That's half slab there, so nothing can spawn there. And everything else is at least 128 blocks away, so nothing will spawn there either. So we need to make sure that our first spawning platform is on Y65. And if we have a look at here, we will see we are stood on Y64. So let's grab our soul sand and we shall lay things out. So that's Y65, and our spawning platform goes out to the very front edge of this, like so, and it goes out one beyond the legs, or just underneath the roof basically. So like so, like that. Let's get rid of these legs so we can walk around at the bottom. Cool beans. And what we're going to do is we are going to alternate soul sand and slabs like this. Now they don't need to be the stone slabs like that. It could be cobblestone slabs, wooden slabs, doesn't really matter. But these do need to be soul sand. And the reason is we're going to be doing a shifting floor design on this. And how it works is, if you'll note, you stand a little bit lower in the soul sand. You sink into it a little bit. So when the floor shifts over, you'll see you kind of have to step up to go up onto that, and you go down when you go down there. But when the floor shifts over, you don't step up, and the witches don't step up. They get pushed into the block space of the half slab and then fall through it. That's the idea. So if we do this, let's get rid of you and fill in like this. when we'll have pistons at either end pushing one way and then pushing back the other. And then that will make things fall through. And we have that on all 3 layers. And one more layer. Perfect. Now I want to put something somewhere. I think I want to outline this basically in some manner. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like that. I'm going to go around and I'm just going to outline this so I know exactly where the actual spawning bits are, because I don't want to forget and have the pistons move this in one direction or the other and it be one out, because only witches can spawn on this bit now. It's the only thing that can spawn here, but when it pushes over one space to make things fall through, anything could potentially spawn on the bit that is then outside the confines of the witch hut, if you see what I mean. I hope you do. I'm trying to explain it to myself as much as anybody else. So if I do like this, this will show the corners of all of this. And like that. Perfect. That's fine. That's good. I want to do that end as well. Like so. Perfect. That's good. Like that. Right. The next thing is we are going to have pistons on these. So at one end we have the pistons one away like that. And we'll come along like so. Just place them all the way along. Not like that. Thank you. Like that. And then at this end, they're going to be right up against. And they're going to be right up against it. So I will pop down a temporary block and then like that. I'm going to start taking this down so I can wander back and forth. And in actual fact, I'll make it easy on myself here. Yeah, perfect. And go along like so. Yeah? And then we can put those half slabs back in. Make sure I don't walk backwards off the edge, because I will die spectacularly. Right, that is good. That's very good, in fact. Right, I'm going to go along with half slabs here, because non-witches can spawn on that, and non-witches can spawn on here. So we don't want any spawns there. Cool. Excellent, like that. That's good. That is good. I don't need to worry about lighting this up underneath here because it's only one block high and spiders can't spawn there because it is inside the witch hut. So that's good. So we're not going to have any well, we could have witches spawn on the outside here. So let's actually let us do that. Let us light up the outside here, because whilst we want witches to spawn eventually, we definitely don't want them spawning right now because they will ruin our day. So that is good. Right, now we can go up to the next level, and obviously we are going to want to go up 2 blocks high because witches are 2 blocks tall. So our next floor level is going to be there. And we just do the exact same thing. So let us get rid of this level. Like so. I didn't need to take a crafting bench with me. I forgot that the witch hut has a crafting bench in it anyway. And then we need to get rid of this level because that's the one we're going to be working on. like so, and like so. Excellent. Right. So we need to come across like so, and like that. And then we can come over with these, and I will continue to put these in here on this level. There we go. And then I come up here, we will need to be, oh, not like that. Oh dear. Let's just use the wood that we're using here. Right, and like that. So we are going to be coming down here onto this level, so that means that the next level, yeah, is going to be right on top there. Yep. Yeah, that's going to be it. So level here, we can just walk underneath there, and then the level there is going to be 2 blocks between that and that. So I just need to go and do that just now. I may as well start up here and go like so, and like so. I will need to light everything up here because it's going to be very dangerous if we let the witches spawn. But I can just go along like this. A bit fiddly putting those in when you are standing in the lower block space. There we go, that's better. Like that, and then like that. Cool. Excellent. Right. Same idea all the way along here, and let me fill in these and take out the existing witch hut and maybe go and get some wool and stuff as well. That'd be sensible to go and do at this point as well. Right. So, let's do this on the middle level. I have got a bunch more stuff that I am going to need, and I am needing to go out here. So we've got yellow wool along here, which of course is the block that we're going to be using to show that we've got redstone on something, and it's going to come along the back of here and the back of here as well. Can just reach through there. Can't quite see the redstone itself really, but that's it there. That's going to power the pistons that are underneath these slabs here, and it's also going to keep that spawn proof, which is nice. This here is also going to be A, spawn proof, and B, power these ones. Now we need to do the redstone for the detection method. Now what we are going to have is, we're going to have block coming out like that, and then, ow, and then block there. And then we come along like this, all the way along here for each of these. Perfect. So, and we're going to have the same at the other side. I'm probably going to need to change up this staircase here, but what I am going to do is, now I need to have it there. I also need to have it there, because we need to have the detection method across here as well, because there is a chance that when these things get pushed about, there could be something spawn here. I would really hope not, but I think it should be okay. If it's spiders, it might be a problem, but otherwise we should be okay. Then we're going to have tripwires across here like so, and then we will have exactly the same idea out in this direction. We're going to have that. Let's just come out like this, like that, like that, and then we're going to go along like this, and get rid of this. I will rework that somewhat, and like that. And we're going to again have the other side of the tripwires on this side, and I should have plenty of string. So we put the string down like this. Need to get rid of that. There we go, and we connect up all of these. Ooh. Yeah, thought that. Be careful not to just go wild with it too much, otherwise you get string on top there. We just want it on the lower level. Don't want it on the upper level at all. But you'll see when everything goes right, because you will see both sides of the tripwire hooks get activated like that, or go down to show that they're under tension. There we go, and then we can go along. Just we're going to need a bit more string than I've actually got on me. I thought that 3 stacks would have been sufficient, but yeah, as we walk around you can see, oh, that's not, yeah, missing one there. Everything else looks okay. Yep, and as you can hear, that is activating all of the redstone bits, which we will have like this. So when anything's standing on here, that redstone is active. If we come over here, you will see no redstone on. Perfect. Now we need to go, should really have dirt to be able to do this, but we'll use logs at the moment. We're going to come, in fact we're going to use the wool, because we come out here for the moment. Now I can get on top of that. Now we'll use dirt, because I'll probably lose this. There we go. So I can come up here, and in roughly the middle, round about here, we're going to come out, and we are going to have another bit of dirt here, because I'll probably lose this. We're going to have that like that. Perfect. Then I want to come along here. This is getting tricky, but we'll manage. We'll manage. Where did I put? Do I have it on me? Ah, I do have it on me. Let's put that there. So I want a block of redstone. Just the one just now will do. That is going to go there. Come on. There we go. And now I need to put in 4 hoppers. This is going to be fiddly and annoying. Need to come underneath here. Right, so the first one is going to be there, and then we feed in like that into that one, and then feed into that one like that, and then feed into that one, and then we'll get rid of this one briefly because we want it to feed into that one. So it makes a little loop of hoppers. But the redstone block above that there is locking this hopper. So if I put in anything in here, it doesn't go around. However, if I put something in here, it's going to immediately come out and go all the way around until it gets into this one, and then it's again locked. And we're going to use this for our special timing mechanism for the pushing and pulling of the pistons. And once I get up there, I shall explain why, because there's a very good reason why this is probably the best way of doing it. And then I'm going to come along like that. Cool, right. So if I can come up here and not plummet to my death. And then I need to come along like this. Ugh. Right. Let's try this again. Cool. Right. Now we can do this. So what's going to happen is I am going to again come over. So this is going to be in line with this. Perfect. Then we're going to come over like this. And this is where I need to do something different. Right. I need to drop down there. There we go. Living life on the edge. I want to get that one there and that one there. Yeah. Cool. Let's get back up there. Why don't we use some of these stairs to make our life a little bit easier? No, that's not going to work. That's fine. We'll worry about that bit in a minute. So I want to get rid of that. And then rid of that. Cool. So now we're going to have... Now, do I want this? Yes. Yes, this is exactly how I want it set up. So we're going to have this comparator here. So whilst this is locked, i.e. Oh, that is powered. That is powered. Why is that powered? Because there's a block there. Right, cool. So when this is unpowered, this block is in place here. Which means that that block there is locked in place and can't move around. When I do this like that, and then throw something on here, there we go. What happens is this is unlocked now, and the item is free to travel around, and as you will see, our comparator is flashing as each time that block comes round, it goes here. Right. Now what we need to do is we have our redstone there, and we then have redstone repeater, because it's not a very strong signal coming out there, it's only a signal strength of 1. No. I need to pick this one up as well. There we go, that's fine. Let's go along like that and put in our repeater there. So there we go, it's going to give a full strength signal. Like that. And yep, that signal does reach all the way just to the end here. And all of these pistons are going to go. So long as something is on here, this up, these are going to be pulsing like that. That's one half of it done. Now, next up, on this side, let's come around here, and let's come over here. Like that, and then like that. We can come over here, and with this, we're going to come out again. It's in line with that one. I think this is a slight deviation from my creative world testing and my design. But we are going to need to get back underneath there to do what we did there. Yeah. But this is looking good. Let's go down here and up here. And then we're going to have something like this. These are kind of disposable blocks as well, actually. So let's have that there with the block there. That should be fine. Now, there we go, cool. That works. And now, when we go up, come along here, and the exact same idea here is we have our redstone comparator, like so, then our redstone repeater, and then we're going to come over like this, and I think, hopefully, need to be careful here. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. You'll note, however, I am not falling through the floor, which is kind of what I want at the moment, because I don't want to plummet to my death, but that works perfectly for our little timing mechanism. And then I can go, no spawns there, no spawns there, none there, none there. Cool. Everything else has got redstone on it. It is safe from spawns. And I want to come over here. Well, that's gonna... yeah. Let's go over here, get rid of these. And then we're gonna... oh. There we go. But as you can see, that is working perfectly. Let's get rid of that and that. Careful not to break any string. We are golden. We can get rid of... what we do need to do is this side here needs to be slabbed up to make that safe. And that is almost this floor done. The only thing that needs to be done now is to go in and make it so you do fall through the floor. So let me break that so we can turn off the floor shifting at the moment, because we've proven that that works. We're good with that. Yeah? So now what we need to do is get rid of that. Good. Why did I do that? That seems a bit... yeah, it works. Right. We'll get in here. So now what we need to do, when it is in its resting state, it is still like this, so we've got the gap on this side. So this is still within the... yeah, this is still within the spawnable bit. Now what we need to do is, we need to choose our direction and go like this with trapdoors. And then, so apparently they all need to be in the same direction, like that. And they all need to be open, like that. So just come along, make sure easily enough like that. Just that one. Just going to make sure that when you get to the end here, you're getting the last ones like that. And you don't wander off the edge. So I'll need to leave that one so I can get past, but might be easier, or might have been easier had I started from this side and worked my way back to those steps, but no matter. Right. Just about there. And yeah, there we go. We'll just work our way back along like that. And then cool beans. That's us. Cool. Right, so if we were to go in there now, which I'm not about... You know what? It doesn't hurt me to do this for the time being. Right, if I set this going, we should fall down onto the other floor. Set that like that. If I walk in there, it should work. Ready? Let's go along here, right in the middle. Absolutely perfect. Goes a couple of times extra, just simply because of the timings and the floor needs to reset back into the proper place. But that works perfectly. So I just need to recreate that on the other two floors. So what I'll probably have to do is shift the timing mechanism over onto this side for those two, so there's enough space top and bottom there for that, and there'll be plenty of space top and bottom on this side for these ones. But that works absolutely perfectly. Does exactly what I need it to do. The timings are good, so everything resets back into space. So this clock is specifically set up so that when this hopper becomes unlocked, the item travels here, this comparator turns off, these pistons retract, all before the item gets to that third hopper, which will activate that comparator, powering this line of pistons, pushing the entire floor across in that direction. Then, of course, the item moves on to here, this unpowers, these pistons retract, the item comes over to here, that line gets powered, these pistons all extend, pushing the floor again, and hopefully by that time, whatever it was that was stood up there activating the line of tripwires is no longer there, and the system stops doing what it's doing. So yeah, just need to do that on the other layers just now. Okay, we are in a much better position now. So I have put in all of the tripwire stuff on all three layers. I've even boxed this in now because obviously we need it to be dark, and I was thinking about putting a big roof on this thing, but that shouldn't be necessary now. So the situation we are in is all three layers have our little 4-hopper little clock thing here. I've slabbed up not only the hopper and the top of the thing, but I've also put a slab over here because this block will be pushed out here, and albeit it's only out here for the you know, a little bit, you know, a fraction of a second even, something could spawn on the top of there. And if it lands on here, then it's likely to be a creeper, and it's likely to be a pain to get off there without exploding and destroying everything. We've got a relatively good way of getting around all over everything down here so far. We can come around here. We're going to go in there in a second. And in fact, I need to, before we go in there, do some stuff. But we'll just drop down here just now. Everything's good here. We've got decent stairs, and these are all lower half slabs. Things can still spawn on this, but I'm trying to make things as safe as I can. I have used a bucket of water, and I have put it here, and I have built down the way, and I have got some levels marked out. We have one level there, as you can see, and that is 24 blocks down. So the idea... no, I might put that one lower, because that block is 24 down, but that block will be 23.5 down, which might mean that things won't spawn properly on the lower levels. Yeah, I'll put it down one more, it's not going to hurt. But that one down there is 32 blocks, so the half slab above it, 31.5 blocks. But that should be enough to kill the witches outright, because we're not going to have them land at half health or something, because they've got health potions and they will just heal back up again, so they're not going to be at like half a heart to be able to kill. So we'll just do that. I may at some point do some sort of thing so I can have them all in one big blob and then hit them with a looting sword or something, but really I don't think that's going to be necessary. So let's just quickly go down here, and that one's for cleanup operation. It's not going to be for anything particularly important in terms of the operation of this. Right, let's go back up and let's... there we go, that'll do. Right, so we can come back up here. Oh, something spawned. Oh, that's unfortunate because it's not going to make it through the dirt floor. Let's quickly stop that. Otherwise it'll drive me mad. There we go. Right, so we've got witches in here. Somewhere. Not in that one. Somewhere in here. Yep, there we go. We've got one in there. Cool. One other thing as well. What I have done is I have gotten rid of the half slabs that were on top of the pistons and put the blocks right the way along here, because that will limit this to exactly the area of what was the witch hut. And a similar thing here, but I've put the blocks directly on top of where the pistons extend. So we've still got the half slabs on top of the pistons here, but it means the only spawnable spots now are directly in there. I was getting some things spawning in there, like skeletons and creepers and zombies and stuff like that. So I don't want that. Really? I don't want that gunging up the works. So we are in a good position at the moment. All of... wow. Right. That doesn't happen very often. We are in a good position to be able to get everything done off, but now it's a thunderstorm. I'm wondering if I should perhaps go and sleep this away so we get some peace and quiet. But what I will do is take that off there, and then we can start putting the roof on in here. And I need to do that like this. I'll put the roof on here, and it's going to make lots of clicky noises, but I also need, and do I have on me, I do not have any of the slabs, or not slabs, the trapdoors. I need spruce trapdoors, and I need lots of them for in there, and if I can wall that up at the moment, it's going to be dark in there, and it's going to be full of witches. So I need to go and get some spruce trapdoors and do this up, and I'm going to go and sleep this thunderstorm away as well, because that's really quite unpleasant. Just filling in the last few little bits up here. We've already got some witches hanging out downstairs, so that's good. Liking that. And we just put in the last 2 layers. Like so. And then we'll close this up. Perfect. Be careful not to plummet. That means that is done. Cool. Like that a lot. So that's nice and dark in there. I can go ahead and go. Just thinking of a way I can keep going on top of here safely. And that will do like that. And then we half slab up this bit. I could actually just put torches up here. But I've got half slabs, so let's do it that way, at least for this little bit around the edge. How many half slabs do I have? I should have enough. I should have enough. And like that. Nice. Excellent. That will work nicely. And then do this bit. And like so. Now this bit is completely spawn safe. The only bits that aren't spawn safe now are the bits where I want spawns and the scaffold. So I can come down here. Yep. And now I think I'm in a good place to start taking down this scaffold. All of the witches stuff is in place. Ooh, I know what I haven't done. I know what I haven't done. Let's go back up here. Back along here. And that one. Oh no, that is in place. Okay, so it must just be the one on this level at the top. Got some redstone still on me, so that is armed and ready. So now let's take all this down. Like so. Cool. Nice one. Let's go take all of this down. I really don't care about keeping dirt. That's good. Ooh. How much dirt? Oh, that's the dirt. That's the one dirt that we need in there anyway. How much dirt is... Yeah, we don't want 2 dirt in there. We just want the 1. In that one. And then we can come around here. We need to get rid of some of this. And we will put in a half slab. Ooh, no. We want it in that level. Is that my last half slab? Oh my word. Well, I'm not going to get that back, am I? No, didn't think so. Right, let's go under here. Over here. We should be able to make half slabs like that. That should be sufficient for my requirements now. It's a bit of a maze up here, I've got to say. There we go, that's it. That's better. Right, we can get round here. I think. No. Yeah, that should be fine. Cool. Let's get under here. And once we've got rid of that, we need to keep this in place. But, how am I going to get... Oh no, that'll work. There we go. Right. So I need to just take down all of this. But I need to keep some of it in place so I can still get back up there. That shouldn't be too bad. No, not to keep that in place though. Like so. Cool. There we go. Right, and I need to work myself over and get rid of all of this. And get rid of those as well. Yeah, that'll do. And then I need to make some platforms. This is going really well. Oh yeah. Oh no, I've got rid of the soul sand there. And I need to get that back. And I have to get that back. Okay, well, I can get down there quite quickly. And that's 3 bits of soul sand. Let's grab the rest of this stuff whilst I'm down here, and I'll get myself back up there and get rid of all of that stuff. And maybe make some platforms. Well, we are all done. You might not be able to see very well because of the dark glass, but that is it moving. It's spitting out witches, and they are dying. And after approximately half an hour of sitting here, we have got already pretty much 2 stacks of redstone dust, 2 and a bit stacks of glowstone, we've got gunpowder, sugar, all the good stuff. All of the good stuff. Now, there is actually a wall of glass that goes all the way up the top just to make sure that these guys don't land on top of this area here, because I was actually getting some landing there, but it carries on down there. That wool block, that black wool block there, you'll be able to see the sparkly bits of a redstone torch, because that controls the dropper elevator that's there. So that's all the bits being passed up by the dropper elevator, but that isn't actually going to be a problem there because the glass actually goes right the way to the top of that, so nothing's going to get stopped, caught on there. But this is working perfectly. As you can see, I did end up putting a big light barrier at the top there. I don't know if it was necessary, but I figured I was having some weird things happening with some spawning at one point, but logging out and logging back in fixed it. So I don't know if it was the light barrier or if it was just something weird happening there. Shifted our nether portal over here. So if we go through here, we come out at the nether portal that we had previously, and I have this new nether portal here. And that takes us out over at where I dumped off all of the stuff from digging up this hole. But I didn't, as I think I said before, that I didn't actually collect all of the stuff from here, just the goodies. So we've got loads and loads of blocks of redstone and stuff like that from here, but you can just see it there in the distance. So you can see the little zigzag blocks of the dropper elevator going up there, and that's our little AFK spot there, and our portal and all the goodies there. I am extremely pleased with this. It was a lot of work to clear out this area. It was quite difficult working at height there, making the actual witch platforms and all the rest of it, working around with scaffolding and all the rest of it, but it has been quite satisfying. And now it means that we've got a very good renewable supply of a lot of good stuff like glowstone and redstone and gunpowder. So yeah, that's it. We are golden. I just need to shift all of this stuff here back over into some sort of storage over back at the base. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do leave a like, a subscribe if you haven't already and you'd like to see more sort of things like this. And if you've got any questions, leave some comments down below and I will get back to you, as I always try to do. Until the next time though, folks, bye-bye and have a funs.